When I mentioned the game Minecraft, it would be an anomaly if you didn't know what I was talking about. Having been an immense part of our world and culture since it was created in 2011, it would not be a surprise if you, watching this, have Minecraft held in a special place in your heart. I know that it holds a special place in mine. As a kid, Minecraft was a game of infinite possibilities. Anything my crazy little 9-year-old brain could think of, I could bring it to fruition in this game. My sister and I were so obsessed with it, we would wake up at 5 in the morning before our parents woke up just so that we could play before school. It became one of the main drivers of my life as a young kid. Minecraft was also an amazing social outlet for me as well. My sister and I would go on public servers and make a ton of friends that we could play with, and at one point when I was 12, we befriended this group of friends from London and would Skype them all almost every night for hours on end. Those nights are some of my fondest memories as a child. And then, when I was in 7th grade, I started playing on this new server, and I met my best friend to this day, Mariah. We both dealt with pretty debilitating mental illness, and because of that, we both became each other's reason to stay alive through the coming years. As long as we had each other, there was a reason to stay another day. To this day, we still haven't met, but she and I both know that if we hadn't found each other, neither of us would have made it to this point in our lives. She is the biggest reason I'm so thankful for Minecraft. Almost every Minecraft player has some kind of story that attaches this game to them, and it is because of these reasons that I see Minecraft as more than a game. For many of us, Minecraft is a form of therapy, which is a concept I'd like to expand on. I mean, let's think of this in a more game-centered approach. What is most important in Minecraft? This is obviously a fairly subjective question, but it's necessary to explore. Well, Minecraft itself is a fairly simple game to explain. Your character is spawned in an open world with literally no land limit, and you're given 2 main maneuvers that guide your whole gaming experience. You place blocks, or you break them. Obviously, there's a lot more components to Minecraft than just that, but that sums it up fairly well. This whole game is based around building, breaking, killing, creating. The possibilities are endless, and that's what, in my opinion, makes it so therapeutic. Yes, the game has this main objective, kill the Ender Dragon. But how important is this objective to the game, really? To start off, the game gives you little to no guidance on how to play the game. The player's ultimately left to figure it out for themselves, and this main objective of killing the Ender Dragon, most players only know about the objective through other friends or gameplays online. The game also doesn't probe you at all to complete the set objective. The player is instead given full reign to do whatever they like on the way to complete the main objective, if they are to complete it at all. Time is not ticking, nothing is going anywhere. Everything is fine the way it is, no matter how far you are in your journey. There is no rush for anything in Minecraft. Let's say that you do decide to defeat the Ender Dragon and the end credits roll. But what happens after these end credits roll? Does the game end? Is the world deleted? No, absolutely nothing changes. The game resumes as if nothing even happened. If defeating the Ender Dragon was of utmost importance, the game would have ended there, but it doesn't. The player is left again in their world of infinite possibilities to decide what it is they want to do next. In a more philosophical context, you could further break down the importance of defeating the Ender Dragon by comparing it to these infinite possibilities. In this game, like I stated before, the player is given full reign to do literally whatever they want, their only constraints being the height and depth limits of the world, which, in the latest updates, are now insanely hard to reach. Theoretically, since this game is so broad, there are an infinite number of possible goals the player can make. Maybe they want to build a farm, maybe they want to strip mine until they acquire 20 diamonds, etc., etc. The point is, defeating the Ender Dragon is just one of an infinite number of objectives you could make in this game. And when you compare this one objective to an infinite number of possibilities, it becomes completely and utterly meaningless. It becomes just one star in the night sky, indistinguishable from the rest. So maybe, just maybe, the Ender Dragon doesn't mean shit. Maybe what really matters is what the player finds meaningful about the game, the therapeutic benefits Minecraft brings them. And as a person who's had neuroscience and therapeutic information forcibly ingrained in my brain through months of hospitalizations and years of therapy, it's absolutely fascinating for me to be able to analyze this game from a therapeutic perspective and see how and why this game benefited me so much growing up. So I would like to expand on that next. To start, there are plenty of ways this game acts in therapeutic ways for people. In the most obvious case, this game is completely synonymous with creative arts therapy. I mean, I'd say the most universally loved aspect of this game is its immense creative potential. You can literally create whatever you want in this game. Whatever your mind has the urge to create, whatever emotions you want to express, you have all the tools necessary to do so. Creative arts therapy is known for its emotion-regulating properties. It allows the creator to express their genuine self, a world of their own, which aids them in self-discovery and to feel more in touch with who they are. It allows the creator to partake in mindfulness, which we know is very beneficial in emotion regulation. And in doing creative arts, you activate the portions of your brain that process emotions, which reduces anxiety and stress. Whether or not this was the intent of the game, Minecraft gives you the perfect opportunity to reap all these benefits to a much greater scale than most other games, without the limitations of space and supplies like in the real world. Not only does this game facilitate creative arts therapy, but I also see a heavy correlation with a dialectical behavioral therapy skill called build mastery. As a basic explanation, build mastery is pretty much starting an activity with the intent to improve at it, and in Marsha Linehan's workbook, build mastery is categorized as yet another emotion regulation skill. Build mastery specifically grows a person's self-confidence, allowing them to feel less stressed and more stabilized in new situations and in life in general. Incorporating build mastery into your life also promotes neurogenesis, because as you learn and improve in certain activities and skills, the brain naturally creates new neural pathways. While there is still a lot of research to be done with neurogenesis, studies have started linking neurogenesis with reduced symptoms of depression. Like creative arts, Minecraft also gives the perfect opportunity for this by creating an environment where the amount of goals a player can make is endless. Often, because of this, the player becomes self-motivated to participate in this skill because of the sheer possibilities this game offers. It's almost guaranteed that every person will find at least one thing in this game that piques their interest enough to want to learn more about it. After all, this game is all about learning. From the very first moment you start the game, you begin this exploration and learning process. Because the game gives you basically no tutorial on how to play, the player is left to learn everything by themselves, led by their own curiosity. And this kind of feeds into the creative arts therapy again too, because players are often motivated to get better at certain aspects of the game so that they can better build and express what they want. On top of these two therapeutic activities, Minecraft also incorporates a lot of repetitive movements into its gameplay. For example, in survival mode, the act of chopping wood, strip mining, finding and killing livestock, and fishing are all examples of very repetitive and time-consuming activities the player often has to do in order to continue to survive. In creative mode, this repetition is found in the act of constantly placing and breaking blocks. In a way, the whole game is repetitive movements. And repetitive movements, as we know, are naturally calming to the brain, as they put the mind in a meditative state. And being in these meditative states are very beneficial for emotion regulation and overall stress management, since they stimulate alpha waves in the brain, which, when stimulated enough, are proven to reduce symptoms of anxiety and depression. And there are more therapeutic aspects to this game than just those three. This game has a universally loved soundtrack, which adds to the calming atmosphere of the game, as well as a social outlet in its large community, which I've already kind of touched on earlier in this video. I know this game has had a very major positive impact in my life, and it's not uncommon to find people like me who can say the same thing. I think it's so common for people to feel this kind of connection to Minecraft because of these therapeutic features. Most people just aren't aware of the science or the therapeutic approaches behind it. Even if it wasn't intended by the creators, Minecraft has been a universally therapeutic game since its release. And because of this, I truly hope that this game continues to thrive through the many years ahead of us. I believe that every person could use some Minecraft in their lives. I mean, as nerdy as it sounds, I wouldn't be the person that I am today without it.